Hello, it's JT driving around in the evening out in the mountains and woods of my homeland. Anyway, this is one of the most soothing things I can do. I've always done it. It's another little kid, I reckon. But I'm by myself tonight. I do come out here a lot by myself. But anyway, came down with a pain in my chest, lower, way around the side of my chest about, 2 weeks ago. First x-ray didn't show anything, but I kept after it because it hurt. It wasn't right. And so they agreed to go ahead and give me a CT scan. Because of my history, with cancer. And sure enough, they found some nodules in the lung there, and they thought it looked like cancer. So then they went ahead and gave me a PET scan today. Here just a few minutes ago, they called and they said that it was cancer, and we would get into it next week. This being Friday, isn't really anything we can do about it right now. So, but anyway, it's a big bummer. It's a great, big, huge bummer. And but I guess I'm all right. And they only gave me a small chance to beat this thing anyway. So I've had a year and basically a year and a half to get used to it. But anyway, I was kind of procrastinating on a lot of the things that I felt like I should do, like write this great big huge manuscript for my grandson. He probably won't get to know me very well, so I'd like to write him a book and tell him who I am. Who I am. Because even if I pass away, I'm still am, because I've had an influence on the world that will live on. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. But anyway, I guess that would be a priority now at this point, to do that. That pretty farmhouse over there with the wood smoke coming out. Yeah. Well, I'd love to live in a place like that. Way back in here. Look at that old place. Oh, I just love these old places. Anyway, I'm pretty upset. There's obviously I'm just 50 years old. Could have had another 30 years to do stuff. I'm not saying that there's no chance, but I think you just gotta be realistic. Fight like hell, but also be realistic. The hardest part of this is being told, that you have cancer or the cancer has come back. That's the very worst, And if I were to believe every time that, this is beat, it's whipped, let's move on, don't look back, then you're going to suffer through that shock again and again and again. Every day you're going to have that, well, shoot, or worse, It's just best to say, okay, let's get done with that, because that is the worst part. I want to live that way. There's some peace that comes with acceptance. That comes from God. I feel bad for my family. I feel bad for my mom. I feel bad for my sisters and my dad. Especially feel bad for my son. He really loves me, and he depends on me for a whole lot of emotional things. But anyway, that's that. I mean, that's where I am, and that's not going to change. But I am going to fight, and live as long as I can. It's really all I can do. Turn it over to God.